Hello and good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another twin flame reading. This is for the divine masculine. Specifically, I wanted to check his energies for the 1212 portal people. Okay, now this 1212 portal is a very, very important one because we are shifting, we are moving into another um, year, of course, ending one decade and moving on to the next one. So, this is a very important time of the year with this 1212 portal. Now, having said this, without wasting any more time, Divine Feminine, I'm jumping straight into his astrological place, um, specifically for the 1212 portal. Okay, now, on this particular day, the moon is touching his soul, which is the high priestess. Okay, so basically, whatever intuition, whatever thought, whatever processes, whatever belief, ideas, situations that he has been playing around for a very long time is finally coming into the soul, the point of his soul, what he wants, what he is thinking now onwards, what he's going to do. It's just not the mind or the body, it's the soul, the core point, the essential point in the human kingdom. Okay, so therefore, the soul, the moon, and the high priestess, it's a complete energy of his touching his intuition in the soul, in the essential part of his being. Okay, and because of that, the storm warning, which is the energy oracle, the storm warning that was sitting in his soul is now in the reverse, which is telling me that all that bad things, all the negative stuff, all the toxicity, all the bad vibrations, frequencies that he had been holding on for a very long time in his life, in his zone, is ending, is completing. And he can feel that. That is intuition that is touching his soul. He knows that he's getting over that bad energy, he's getting over the bad vibrations. That particular portion is ending, specifically on the 1212 people. And because of this, what is coming in his wisdom oracle is new life. Okay, now what more do you want? I mean, this card doesn't have any more explanations. New life. He's getting hold of the new life in his self, people. And because of that, and his intuition is telling him that everything that he had been working with, he had been thinking about, the bad toxicity, the negativity, the narcissism, everything that he had been holding on to for a very long time, guys, is finally ending, closing. Chapter is closed, finished, done with. Okay, it's getting out of his way, and because of that, he now is getting into the fire element of desire, which is the Two of Wands. It's time for him to plan. He knows that it's time for him to move forward. His intuition is telling him it's now or never. Okay, he has to do this, he has to get moving, he has to get his stuff moving, because whatever the bad vibration is coming to an end. Okay, it's moving out of his life. And because of that, his intuition is talking about the new life. The universe is giving him that new life. The universe is pushing the vibration of new life into his zone, people. And because the storm warning is out of his way, hostility is out of his way. Whatever, that's what I told you, whatever the negativity he had been holding on to for a very long time. He was battling with his own energy, he was battling with his own soul, he was battling with his own life, his thought, his processes. It's all ending. That is the storm that's coming to an end in his own life. Forget about the other factors. Of course, the other factors are ending too, but what is more important is in himself. He is ending that situation because he's moving into the new life from the chaos and conflict that had been surrounding his zone for a very long time. So, therefore, it's all coming to a place of settling down now. The bad is over with, the bad is going away. We are all coming into the phase of knowing about the divine masculine's energy, knowing how he's settling down, knowing how he's getting over the bad negative toxicity to come to a point of knowing that he has to now move forward in the right way with the Two of Wands. Start planning. The universe is telling him, start planning. Don't waste your time anymore waiting on anything. What is the theme of this 12-12 portal for the divine masculine here, please? What is the theme for the 12-12 portal for the divine masculine here, please? So he's coming to a point of knowing his own strength, people. Yeah, helpless and hopeless, refusing to see that anymore. Okay? So what it is wherever he had been stuck in, people, feeling helpless and hopeless, he's giving up that. He's refusing to see that anymore. He doesn't want to see that portion of his life anymore. He's done. He's over. It's done. It's over with. Gone. Gone. Okay? So he's coming to a point of knowing, too many cards. He's coming to a point of knowing that from now on, all that he's going to see, all that he's going to feel, all that he's going to do will be only positive, because he's getting into the new life. And he's refusing to see any of the bad stuff that had been holding him in his zone for a very long time, guys. Okay? And look here. Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, is working with you on the 12-12 portal, supporting your healing work. And then clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. That's what he's doing. Okay? And he's also at the same time, cut your cords. Here it is. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments of fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Look at the 12-12 portal, people. Okay? So there it is, guys. I mean, he is completely freeing himself from the hostility. The storm warning is gone, finishing it off, clearing himself. The angels are working with him. The angels are here guiding him. His spirit is guiding him into the new life, from the chaos and the conflict, to start planning, to looking into the bigger picture, the brighter picture of this twin flame connection, people. What more can you tell us about the theme in here, please, for the divine masculine? So he's coming to a point of knowing and freeing himself completely. And isn't that what the divine feminines had always wanted? Because if you remember, people, in a very old reading, there are too many cards, very old reading of mine, I had told you, and I remember that, that if the divine masculine comes to you, guys, but he comes to you with his emotional baggage or garbage, you're not going to be happy. You want him back in your life, but you want him back in the right way. The Five of Wands. That is what he's giving up, people. He's moving out of the deceit that he had been doing for himself. On that particular day, he's putting an end to that hostility of the Five of Wands. Okay? The Seven of Swords. He's running away from that hostility. He's running away from feeling helpless and hopeless anymore. He's clearing himself. He's getting rid of the toxicity, the negativity, the bad vibrations in his life that had been holding him for way too long, people. Way too long. Lovers, Sun in the reverse, and Six of Swords. Look here. Self-explanatory. Okay? Coming to the point of knowing his love story completely now. Okay? Because he knows the moment he can make the right choice, the right planning, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. He cannot wait on this anymore. Okay? He will have to take action now. Whatever bad had to happen is over, done, and finished with. The sun needs to come out with this or in this love relationship, and for which the Six of Swords shows up in here, guys, which is telling you that he's moving into the calm waters. He's clearing himself, people. He's clearing himself of all this negative, toxic energy, the vibration, the bad stuff, And I would say it was more so with other people doing that to him, of course, but it was more on his self too. He had not been able to fight this energy for a long time. And every time he tried to open himself, he got pulled back into the same negative vibration, same negative zone. So now it's the time, the 12-12 portal is completely shifting his energy away from that bad situation in his life, people. The devil in the reverse, letting go of that, releasing himself, people, from the Five of Wands, cutting ties, clearing himself. He wants his freedom, people. Page of Pentacle in the reverse, Four of Pentacle, and the Fool card. Okay, so which is telling you that at this moment, he's thinking about how to move forward. What is that he has to offer to you, people? What is that he can give you, guys? What is that he can bring on your table? Okay, taking that leap of faith. He's thinking about it. He's guarding that feeling. He still hasn't opened up to you. But, it's kind of a preparation for him now. It's kind of a preparation. Nine of Swords in the reverse, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's a preparation for his own freedom, people. He wants to release himself. He wants to enjoy the victory, the luxury, the happiness of his own freedom. Okay? He doesn't want to stick on to that energy. So it's all about him releasing himself, freeing himself, making him into a singular number, himself into a singular number. This is the awakening now with the Page of Cups that he wants to prove to you, Divine Feminine. Okay? That he can do what you think he cannot do. Yes, he will prove it to you. This is his awakening, that it's time for him to move in this direction, to cut the cords, to clear himself, free his own situation, free himself, to win this battle. This is the awakening that he is now getting on the 12-12 portal that's happening to him, and the offer that he is coming with himself into the zone, the awakening that he has received from the universe that is letting him know it's time for him to make himself into a singular number. And the moment he does that, the moment he can completely cut his cords, people, which is doing, he will be able to move towards you. And this is exactly the Three of Wands. This is exactly what he's thinking, what he's planning. He's looking at the future. He's waiting for his ships to come into the harbor. He's just waiting for the time period, people. It's like the energy is, he's just waiting for the time. That's it. Nothing more. It's the time. He has taken the decision. He needs to work on this. He will be working on this. It is just the time factor. Any more messages for the 12-12 portal for the Divine Masculine, please? So he knows that he has done what he had to do. It's a process. Yes, it's an awakening. And he will have to clear that completely before, anything else in his life. He's basically doing himself a favor now, guys. Okay? More than anything else, more than you, Divine Feminine, I would say, it's more about his own story. He's doing himself a favor, people. Moving out of the spiritual state of poverty, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Bringing about the sudden change in his life, freeing himself from that emotional discontentment that had been holding him for way too long because he had not been able to work on his own self in the right direction. So now he knows that he will have to. And not that he will have to, guys, it's what the universe is making him do. What is the change that the divine masculine is bringing in his life? The sun. There you go. He's bringing back the sun, the joy, the victory, the Six of Wands in this relationship, in this twin flame connection, people. 12/12 is a big day. That portal is a big day, guys. Okay? The Chariot, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. There you go. Wow. A huge change in this journey, people. Okay? From whatever negative situation, star in the reverse, whatever negative situation had been holding this twin flame connection down, the sun is bringing out the story, the illumination to balance this relationship, to balance this love, the new beginning, which the magician is bringing forth on the 12/12, people. He's coming in to say, yes, it's happening. Situation, I'm moving out of that spiritual state of poverty, people, coming into the enlightened area, enlightenment of the story. Okay, so the Knight of Wands in the reverse, so whatever in the past situation, the Two of Wands in the reverse, whatever in the past situation has not worked. But now magic will happen. Magic is going to happen. Story is going to start moving forward. It's just about time now, people. It's just about time. The divine masculine is getting into form, into his own shape, into his own story, people. Again, devil in the reverse. Yeah, he's not going to move into any other direction now. The Eight of Swords. Freeing himself from this toxic energy, freeing himself from the negative vibrations, releasing his own freedom 2 times, guys, 2 times. It's basically a repetition of what he's going to be doing from now on, after the 12/12 portal. Okay, he's carrying forward the energy from the 12/12 portal and going forward, releasing the toxicity. It's completely freeing himself, detoxifying himself, people, completely. Bringing back the real divine masculine, not the distorted masculine he had been sitting in for a long time. And there comes justice. Wow. There comes justice with the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's a big portal, people. It's a big time portal. The entire energy is shifting away from the old into the new. That's the new life for the divine masculine, guys. A complete new life, complete new story. Truth, clarity, honesty, integrity, justice in this connection of the twin flame. Wow. Wow. There comes the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. And justice brings about the release for the divine masculine, people. And that is what is moving on to. From the King of Wands in the reverse, he's looking after his own strength, his own freedom, from the broken heart, the pain, the grief, moving into the Ten of Cups. That's what justice is bringing back into this connection for the divine masculine, please. I mean, this is what this complete, it's like a picture, people. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. There you go. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a divine timing now. It's the divine timing that both you people had been waiting for a very long time in this twin flame connection that is moving out of the old into the new, bringing the change, bringing the entire story to a close, from the past into the future, moving on rapidly with the divine masculine doing what he has to do to release this freedom, his own self from the heartache, the pain, into moving into the Ten of Cups, closing that cycle of the prior cycle, moving into the new cycle with the Wheel of Fortune, people. Getting back and doing what he has to do for himself first. I have always said that, for himself first, and then for you, Divine Feminine, and the Twin Flame connection. That brings about the Three of Cups, the reconciliation of this beautiful journey, people. The reunion, that's your judgment day. That's what judgment, justice. It's a big portal, people. It's a big time portal that's coming into effect on the 12/12. Okay? So this is the entire change in the picture, people. Any more information, any more messages, my spirit, please? The reunion, the reconciliation, the rejoice from the last energy of the King of Wands. That's over and done with. He's moving into the victory. That picture he had not been able to see before, guys, is over. Now it's time for celebration. It's time for the Six of Wands. It's time for joy. It's time for happiness. It's time for fun. It's time for the good vibrations. That's about it, guys. Bringing forth everything that he had not been. There is a little bit of panic about this, of course. With this movement, the change, the panic about creating this effect with you, Divine Feminine, who is still a little bit bitter about the entire situation, to bringing back the Three of Pentacles, the teamwork, guys, knowing that you people, Divine Feminine, you all want the right judgment call at this point in time. Okay, so he is a little bit kind of stressed out, or he will be a little bit stressed out about the situation, because he will have to not only show you the result and convince you of the situation, the Page of Cups in the reverse, before he can come forward and offer you what he has to offer you, he will be a little bit stressed. The Page of Swords, okay? So he's kind of like, will she be convinced? Will she believe me? Will she really actually trust my judgment on this? Because I've done so many things wrong. Getting out of that negativity of the Five of Cups, people, into the high vibrational energy. He's not offering the story to the negative connection anymore. He's moving into the new connection, the Three of Pentacles, which is what is going to bring him back his strength, his support, his ideas, his stories, that all that in the past, as the King of Wands in the reverse, he had done it all wrong. He had completely twisted the entire connection in a very different way, in a very wrong way. So now he's like changing into the new divine masculine, which is where he has to throw away all that no longer will serve him anymore going forward, or moving forward, people. Okay, so he's not offering his emotional security or insecurity to the Five of Cups anymore. He's not. He has had enough of that. He's moving away. And he knows that you, Divine Feminine, y'all have been bitter about that, where he was pining and whining about the same situation for days together. So y'all don't want to see him in that, and he knows that. He knows that. And y'all, he also knows about it, that y'all are bitter about that situation that he had been projecting. The Eight of Swords and the Hermit. There you go. Releasing himself, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the High Priestess with the Queen of Cups, yeah? And there comes the Two of Cups. Okay, that is what it is. Releasing himself from the old chapter of the karmic connection, people. Finishing it off, closing that door, moving into the energy of the soul and the moon to bring back his emotional contact with the Queen of Cups, that's you, Divine Feminine. That in turn is bringing back the Two of Cups in here. Okay, so therefore he's doing that and it's going very slow. The the Knight of Pentacles. He's going very slow with this movement, of course, because this portal is going to happen. This portal is going to move him. This portal is going to shift his energies. This portal is going to shift the entire twin flame connection of this energy as well. So he's going a little bit slow, but he's going to get this thing straightened out. He is. There comes the Ace of Swords. The truth and clarity with the Hermit showing up again. And he has done his soul searching on this, people. He has done his soul searching on this. He's getting up. He's going to get moving quite soon now. So stay tuned to this story, moving from the 12-12 portal and going into the place that you had been waiting for a very long time, Divine Feminine. Okay, until then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and see you soon once again.